Okay, so we are graphing inequalities. So we're going to identify 3 good answers on the left, and then we're going to graph 2 inequalities on this side and identify 3 good answers. So here we go. Looking at this, ooh, that was a bad copy. But we have these 2 graphs, right? Now, this is showing where it's double shaded. So all you're going to do is pick three good answers from here. And it doesn't matter as long as it's where it's double shaded. So like this would be a good answer. So that is 3, 3. Another good answer, I could say this guy's a good answer. That is 4, -1. I could say right here is a good answer. That's 5, 0. Anything in here, but do not do where they cross, okay? Do not do where they cross, because it's not always going to be the case. Where there's dashed lines, where they cross is not considered an answer. Here we have our 2 equations. They're already graphed. I'm going to pick 3 good answers. We got -2, -2. I'm just picking randomly. Oh, this guy right here, that's 0, 1. And then another good guy would be, let's do the corner here. -5, -5. All right, here we go. Let's see if you can pick out some solutions that are correct by looking at this graph while I write down 3 that I got. So I chose 1, 2 as one of my answers, -1, 1 as one of my answers, and then -3, -2 as one of my answers. All right, let's do the same thing again. Pick out which ones are answers, which ones aren't answers, and then I'll write 3 that I just randomly chose, which are where it's shaded. Okay, so I chose, again, randomly. As long as it's where it's shaded, you're good. I chose -4, 1. I chose -3, -1, and then I chose -5, -3. So all those are good answers. This time we are going to graph while also writing the solution. So we just graph like how we do normally with slope-intercept form. So I'll have this guy be green. So I have a slope of -1 over 1, right? There's always a 1 right there. My y-intercept is 2, so I'm gonna graph that out. And I'll go down 1, right 1, up 1, left 1. Now this right here tells me I'm gonna have a solid line through that graph, and the mouth fades away from the y, so I'm going to shade down. And notice how I'm using colored pencils. That's so that I can see exactly where everything overlaps between the 2 colors. If you use just regular pencils, you won't know as well. All right, next up, we're gonna do this guy in blue. So my slope is 4 over 1, so that means up and right. My y-intercept is -3, so I start at -3. I go up 4, right 1, up 4, right 1. This is going to be a dashed line, so make sure it looks like a dashed line. And then this tells me to shade above, so shade the bigger y's because the mouth faces the y, so I'm gonna shade all these bigger y's, everything, even the parts that are already shaded, okay? And then this area right here, all right, this is all double shaded, so I can pick any of those answers in there. I'm gonna pick some randomly, you pick some, or find ones that are correct from the list that I give you. All right, so I chose -4, 3, -1, 1, and then I chose 0, 1. Do not choose where they cross because we have a dashed line here, which means that we won't really be able to see it. Let me see if I can make this dashed line a little bit darker. Okay, we're gonna do it again. So we have this first graph here. My slope is 2, and I have to make it over 1, so that means up and right. My y-intercept is 2, so I start at 2 because this y-intercept, go up 2, right 1. That's all I can do, but remember you can go in the opposite direction, so down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. And so that makes a straight line. This is going to be solid because we have a mouth with an half equal sign. And I'm going to shade all the Y's that are bigger because this mouth faces that Y. So here we go. I'm going to shade everything there. And again, use colored pencils if you can, so that you can see where the double shade occurs. Then we have this guy. So we have a slope of 2/1, so that means up and right. We have a y-intercept of -3, so we start here. I go up to right 1, up to right 1, up to right 1, up to right 1, and I can also go down to left 1. This is going to be dashed. So I'm going to dash, 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 dash. And then this tells me to shade all the Y's below. So I'm going to shade everything below this. And my answers are only where we have two shades happening, overlapping, but the green goes up, the purple goes down, so there is no solution here. There is no double shade happening, okay? All right, then we got this next guy here. And then everywhere it's double shaded is where I can find a solution, right? So here's a list of some solutions. Tell me if they are or aren't. So here are some I picked out. I picked -5, 2. I picked 1, 5. This is double shaded. And then I picked -4 and negative. This was also double shaded. And then last one. So look at that. Everything this time is basically double shaded except for this like teeny tiny strip here, but everything in this over there has green and purple shading. So what would be some possible solutions that are listed? All right, so I chose -2, 3, 0, 5, and 1, 4, but literally everything else you could have chosen as well. Sorry you couldn't see that, but there it is. So that's the end of this video. Hopefully it was a short one, an easy one. We were just building on those skills from the other day. Have a great day, y'all.